All right, what's up, family? Midweek update. Let's go over the charts for this week, see where everything is at, see what I am going to be looking at for the rest of the week, and how next week's going to turn out. So, just to give y'all a little insight before we start, probably over the next 7 days, I'm probably going to be trading really light. I don't also think I'm going to be doing a Saturday drop for this weekend. Reason being is because I am moving within the next 5 days. So, my entire life is getting packed up in boxes. So this weekend, I'm going to be breaking down all of the PCs and all of that stuff as well. So you guys probably won't get another video until I get the new office set up, which is probably going to be maybe around Tuesday or Wednesday, somewhere around that. But from there, we're going to definitely be diving in the market very seriously for the remainder of 2026. So I'm excited to get the new office and just the new setup and everything. So over the next few days, I won't be as active, but other than that, let's go ahead and dive in on how this week turned out. So starting off this week, we took one loss on gold and we took a break even on EURUSD. If some of y'all caught AUUSD, it did go about 75% and then retraced back towards entry all the way, went crazy. So starting off with Bitcoin. Last week, I've been sharing this with y'all for a minute. So we were looking at the buy towards the upside, and then one of these potential areas, a potential drop towards the downside. I didn't really focus on the drop, and I haven't really been trading this one mainly. I've been focusing more so on the dollar pairs, mainly with the community. And again, if y'all are in the chat room, then y'all know this. The link to the chat room is down below in the description. It's completely free. So make sure y'all are joining in the chat room. That's where all of the updates go, including the updates for the trades from this week so far. So Bitcoin, we were looking at a downside from this area even from last week, and this week was just a carryover looking for a continuation down. I was actually expecting a correction, so I was looking for an impulse correction and then a potential another impulse either into this range or to actually drop down and tap into this low. So there's two areas I'm looking at Bitcoin to head back towards the upside. So the initial area is where we are now to complete an ABC structure. If it does not want to hold here, we're going to end up going for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I was looking at a potential 5-wave structure to actually form instead of the ABC. But if we continue to hold this range, then we're most likely going to end up holding off on that ABC and potentially heading into this range as our first target, and then potentially a retracement before a further continuation towards the upside. So that is what I am currently seeing on Bitcoin. Is there anything that I'm focusing on right now as far as trading it? No. So I'll just be watching this until it gets into a little bit more of a ideal area. Right now, I want it to retrace and continue up. Just from the interest perspective, we did get a internal change of character here. So at this point, you guys are going to be looking for a retracement towards a mitigation point and then a continuation up. We might even have a inverted head and shoulders potentially forming as well, but that's Bitcoin. Again, I'm not going to be focusing on this for the remainder of the week. DXY. So this week on the DXY, we were looking at price action to, and we got a slight fake out too on this one. We're looking at price to either react right here or potentially react down here. So we actually got active on the reaction down here. So this little pull up right here was where we entered on EURUSD for the initial move down, which was right here. So this was the first move down, and literally when we were around this area, I made the notification in the community chat room for everybody to go risk-free on EURUSD. So again, if you're not in the chat room, you're missing out on all of the updates when it comes to these trades. So we did close out at entry on EU. DXY, what do I see it doing right now? So if I clear this higher time frame, I see where we're at, because we just broke a significant level. So that we did break. And I would say this is more so internal, just because we're focusing on the level that was broken within this shift, right? But if we zoom out on the daily time frame, you see that we got a change of character from this point. So we could be still looking at a market shift back towards the upside. So we could be looking at a change of character, mitigation, and then a continuation back towards the upside. But as of right now, we did just break an internal level. So I'm expecting something like maybe that and that before maybe a continuation back towards the upside. But I would prefer to let a few more days go by so I can really see what price action wants to do. And that's going to play out pretty good for us just because of I'm going to be moving over the next few days. And so that'll give me that time to just let this market do a little bit more so I can see what the next move potentially might be. Key levels that I am watching is going to be this high. If somehow, some way we are able to impulse and break back above this high, that will signal that we are going to continue back bullish. As far as the downside, I would say key low for us right now for a shift would be here. If this low is broken, then we switch back bearish and we are looking at a potential new low in the market. So below this low, new low, above this high, continuation towards the upside. So as of right now, I'm just watching these two areas to see really what the market wants to do. And even a break below this level would honestly signal for me that we're going to at least head into this range before making a next potential move. So give it a few days. Let's see what it's going to do. And then we'll reassess the DXY. Gold. This was the one that smacked us. So on gold, we entered on gold right here. So this is our entry point on gold. And we entered on gold last week. So I think around Friday or Thursday, which was around this area. And then we held it over the weekend. We gapped down and then we pushed back up. I let the team know that we were probably looking for a sweep of 4,700. So a lot of them actually waited for that sweep and took profit on the move down, waited for the sweep and got back in. And so as it pushed down again, played with us, even gave us a head and shoulders right here, if y'all see that. But it just failed to really hold, I would say, that bearish pressure, and definitely failed to continue to break the lows. So as you can see here, we continuously tested the low, but we failed to break. So even here, we have a low. We went back to test the low, but failed to break it. We came back here, went back to test, but failed to break it. So just a lot of tests, but failure to break throughout this range. And so then the announcement from Trump signaling that he's going to put a 2-week pause on the Iran situation is really what caused this to shoot towards the upside. So gold has been declining, right? And that's due to the war situation. So since the beginning of the war, gold has been crashing. So literally all the way over here, around here. So since the beginning of the war, this is March. So since the beginning of the war, gold has been tanking. And the signal of him about to basically hit Iran even harder, that would only give more of an impulse of a bearish push towards the downside on gold. And so that pause is what gave that relief on gold. And so I also noticed that investors, they were flocking to the DXY as the whole war situation, right? So as it continuously intensified, you noticed investors just flocking to the DXY on the daily, and gold no longer was the safe haven, right? But since yesterday's news, you can see the shift in the market on how the DXY is potentially being relieved of that safe haven duty. And it looks like they might, if Bitcoin continues to head towards the upside, it looks like the money might start to be flowing into the crypto market while this situation continues to unfold, but only time will tell. So that's what I'm seeing on gold. That's what happened. As of right now, I don't really see anything new on gold. I'm going to wait for it to give its next card, which as of right now, if gold is going to go towards the upside, I do expect it to respect 4,700, which is where it is right now. And you would expect a push further towards the upside. If it does not respect this level, you're going to see a crash, and this level would be taken out. So you target this level first. So I'm going to give it a few days. Let's see what it's going to do, and then we'll reassess price action. EURUSD. Let's go through the update on this so I can show y'all what I am seeing. So again, we got closed out at entry on this one. As of right now, what I'm seeing on this, and very similar to the DXY, we still got that break toward the downside, right? So you're still making that bullish market, and we're forming those higher highs, higher lows. And then at this point, we got our shift. So now we're starting to break down the market to see what exactly it's going to do. Now, at this point, I did expect this area to be the mitigation off of the shift. But honestly, from the high point, if we look at our measurements, premium, technically speaking, is here. So when it comes to our swing point, this is really the range that we want to look for potential opportunities. And then we have two key levels pretty much resting in our area of interest range, which one is going to be here and secondary here. I don't think it would reach the secondary, but it's possible. So as of right now, I do think price action is going to continue towards the upside. We did internally shift as well. So you would essentially in a nice daily closure on this candle as well. So I would expect, and it's already been giving a retracement, but I would say a little bit more of a retracement and then a potential continuation towards the upside. For those of y'all that are students, just use our strategy and then look for an opportunity anywhere inside of premium for a potential upside move. So this you could look for the rest of the week. So if there's anything else I would get active on, it would be looking at this to push into this range. And then from there, we reassess price action on if it's going to continue up or continue back towards the downside. So whether it's going to come in here and then go back downward. Keep drawing. There it goes. Something wasn't right. So whether we do something like that or do something like that. But as of right now, what I do see on a more clear side is this movement here. Okay. So that is what I see on EURUSD. Today's what, Wednesday? Over the next 6 hours, 7 hours, if we do pop into this range, then I will potentially take the trade. But if it's like Friday or something, then I'm not going to take it, right? So it has to come within the next, I would say, 12 hours in this range. That way it gives us Thursday and Friday to at least get some more movement out of this trade. If it comes too late into the week, I would just wait until Sunday or next week to look at this opportunity. The last thing I got for y'all is AUDUSD. So this one did go about 75%. So if y'all were able to capitalize on that one, cheers. So it did give a reaction here and then came back towards entry. So anything like 75%, over 50%, definitely should have went risk-free on this if you did look to try to take an opportunity on this one. But other than that, man, that's really all I got for y'all. Again, this was another one with that whole Trump situation, the news that came out, because again, we were all expecting, he said he was going to bomb the shit out of them, et cetera, et cetera. So that never happened. And so as you can see, the entire market flipped. So gap on the DXY towards the downside still has not filled that gap towards the downside. Gold gapped up, shot up. It has done a little bit of a retracement. EURUSD shot towards the upside at announcement, and AUDUSD shot towards the upside as announcement, as well as Bitcoin. Okay. So again, that's all I got for y'all for this week. So as of right now, only thing that interests me carrying on throughout the rest of the week is potentially EURUSD. Other than that, I'm going to be chilling for the next few days. Again, I'll keep y'all updated. Make sure y'all are subscribed and in the community chat room. It's completely free. The link is down below in the description and in the comments. Other than that, I will catch y'all later. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Also, I am going to be doing the mentoring giveaway again for the rest of 2026. So every 8 weeks, I'm going to be looking at the comments. Whoever is dropping comments, I'm going to be picking somebody randomly to give away the mentoring package. So in about, we got like, I think 6 more weeks, we'll be doing another drawing. So y'all can look forward to that as well. Again, drop a comment to enter the drawing. In 6 weeks, we will be announcing the next winner for the free mentoring package. And it's a lifetime package, y'all. So get to be a part of the community, completely free, lifetime. As I continue to grow, learn, you will continue to get updates in the online dashboard. I literally have students from 6-7 years ago who joined and are still getting updates, still getting access to the course, new courses and things like that. So I've been trading for almost 11 years for those of y'all that don't know. So that's a little bit of me in a nutshell. Outside of that, I will catch y'all later. Y'all have a great weekend. Peace out.